Hello everyone, this is the report of Group 3 all about yoga.
Good day, everyone. I am Sam Julia Legaspi, one of the reporters of the history of yoga. So, yoga is essentially a spiritual discipline based on an extremely subtle science which focuses on bringing harmony between mind and body. It is an art and science of healthy living. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit root yuj, meaning to join, or to yoke, or to unite. As per yogic scriptures, the practice of yoga leads to the union of individual consciousness with that of the universal consciousness, indicating a perfect harmony between the mind and body, man and nature. This means that yoga is about uniting our individual mind with the universal consciousness. Yoga harmonizes the mind, body, and soul. The end result is a flexible body and relief from ailments. In addition, yoga helps tame all those chaotic thoughts. It centers you to think on the present and be in the moment.
According to the modernist scientists, everything in the universe is just a manifestation of the same quantum firmament. One who experiences this oneness of existing is said to be in yoga, and its term as a yogi, having attained to a state of freedom referred to as mukti, nirvana, or moksha. Thus, the aim of yoga is self-realization to overcome all kinds of suffering leading to the state of liberation or freedom. Living with freedom in all walks of life, health and harmony shall be the main objective of yoga practice.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Evelyn Bantag. Today I present yoga. Yoga also refers to an inner science comprising a variety of methods through which beings can realize this union and achieve mastery their destiny. Yoga being widely considered as an immortal cultural outcomes of Indus Sarawati Valley civilization dating back to 2700 BC has proved itself catering to both materials and spiritual uplement of humanity. Basic human values are the very identity of yoga sadhana. Ang yoga daw ay tinuturing na isang walang kamatayang kultural. Ito din ang tumutukoy din sa isang panloob na agham. Then, example, stress ka, makatabang ang yoga na makarelax sa mind and body nimo.
Benefits of yoga. It increases your flexibility, increase your muscle strength, improve respiration, energy, and vitality. It maintains a balanced metabolism, weight reduction, cardio, and circulatory health. It improved athletic performance and protection from injury.
Importance of yoga. Physical health. Yoga can help improve flexibility, strength, balance, and posture. It also supports cardiovascular health. Makatabang sa need to elevate sa mga sakit sa kalawasan like chronic diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and arthritis. In mental health, yoga is known to help reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, which is na ay side effects sa atong lawas o panghuna-huna. Especially these days nga medyo stressful na ang pag-study, so by promoting relaxation and improving emotional well-being, ma-manage na to ang atong stress and ma-healthy ang atong mental health. It can also help improve cognitive function and enhancement overall mental clarity.
Spiritual growth. Yoga is a path of self-discovery that encourages personal growth and self-awareness. Through meditation and other spiritual practices, it can help individuals connect with their inner selves, achieve a deeper sense of purpose and meaning in life. Spiritual growth helps us to increase self-awareness and cultivation of inner peace. Next is overall well-being. The practice of yoga promotes overall well-being by helping to balance the mind, body, and spirit. It can help individuals cultivate greater self-awareness, compassion, and gratitude, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Overall well-being can help us to live more fulfilling and meaningful lives by taking care of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health.
Hi everyone, my name is Uliana. In this video I'm going to
life
demonstrate
and
30
increase
common
our
yoga
sense of
poses
will.
that you will probably see in almost every yoga class. I'm not going to go into details about correct alignment and modifications of each pose because I want to keep this video short. This is just to help you to become more familiar with these poses so that you don't feel lost when you go into your first yoga class. Let's get started! If you enjoyed this video, please give it thumbs up, subscribe for more yoga videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
We have witnessed the 30 yoga exercises on the video. Now allow us to introduce how these exercises execute properly. Let us always remember to wear our proper attire and do warm-ups before proceeding into the exercise. Number 1 is the mountain pose or the Tadasana. Rotate both thighs inward and engage your quads, drawing them upward throughout the pose. Number 2 is the chair pose or the Utkatasana. Squeeze your inner thighs, elevate your arms overhead, and create external rotation by wrapping your triceps in, and then extend up through your fingers. Number 3 is the standing forward bend or Uttanasana. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Continue to lengthen through your spine. Keep your head lifted and shoulder blades back and down while you touch your fingertips to the floor in front of you. If possible, bring your palms down onto the mat to maximize the stretch. Number 4 is half forward bend or Ardha Uttanasana. Stand with your feet together. Engage your quadriceps to lift your kneecaps and lengthen your tailbone to the floor. Number 5 is the plank pose or the Palakasana. From standing forward fold, step or jump both feet back 4 to 5 feet into a push-up position. Make sure your hips aren't drooping toward the floor or hiked up toward the ceiling. Don't lock your elbows. Number 6 is the Cobra pose or the Bhujangasana. Lie flat on stomach with pointed toes. Make sure your pelvis and legs are firmly rooted to the floor as you lift your chest. Number 7 is downward facing dog or the Adho Mukha Vanasana. Lift your knees, keep both toes pointed towards the front of your mat and sink your heels towards the floor. Number 8 is three-legged downward facing dog. Keep your hips squared with the floor while reaching the opposite heel toward the ground. Number 9 is high lunge. Lay your torso on your front thigh and lengthen it forward. To soften your right groin, imagine that the thigh is sinking toward the floor under your torso's weight. Look forward, simultaneously firm the left thigh and push it up toward the ceiling, holding the left knee straight. Number 10 is the Warrior 1 or the Virabhadrasa 1. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and downward and lift your chin to gaze at your hands overhead. 11 is the Warrior 2 or the Virabhadrasana 2. Face the long side of your mat with your arms, stretch the straight out from your shoulders and your feet parallel to each other in a wide stance. You want your ankle approximately beneath your wrist. Number 12 is Reverse Warrior. Lean your torso towards the front of your mat and then circle your right hand up toward the ceiling for a big stretch along your right side. Keep your right arm plugged into the shoulder socket. Your left hand comes down to rest lightly on the back of your left thigh. Number 13 is the extended side angle or the Utthita Parsvakonasana. Stand facing the long side of your mat with your feet about leg distance apart. Turn your right foot out so your toes are pointing to the short edge of the mat and turn your left toes in about 45 degrees. Number 14 is the triangle pose or Utthita Trikonasana. Maintain a long straight spine as you reach your left hand to the mat, placing it in front of your left foot. If you feel off balance, bring in your back leg closer to shorten your stance. Gaze towards your right arm, which should be extended overhead. Number 15 is the wide-legged standing forward bend. Use the arms to pull the forehead down towards the floor, bending the elbows towards the back wall. Press into the feet, lengthening the legs to press the hips up toward the ceiling. Number 16 is the tree pose. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot, lifting your left foot off the floor. Keeping your right leg straight but don't lock the knee. Bend your left knee and bring the sole of your left foot high onto your inner right thigh. Number 17 is garland pose. Lean forward with your torso between your inner thighs. Bring your hands to your Anjali Mudra prayer position at the heart center. touch your elbows to your inner knees, and keep your forearms parallel to the ground. Push out. Gently push your inner knees with your elbows to open the pose wider and feel the stretch. Number 18 is the easy pose. Come into a seated position with the buttocks on the floor. Then cross the legs, placing the feet directly below the knees. Rest the hands on the knees or the lap with the palms facing up or down. Number 19 is bound angle pose. Lying on your back, bend the knees and bring the bottoms of the feet together. Bring the feet to the floor with the heels close to the hips. Let the knees open wide apart. Number 20 is the wide legs seated forward bend. Press your legs and sitting bones down and lengthen up through your spine. With a long spine, bend from the hips. Place your hands between your legs on the floor and slowly exhale as you start to walk your hands forward. Maintain length along the front of your body as you come further into the forward bend. Number 21 is the child's pose. In this pose, kneel and sit on your knees, lean forward, keeping your buttocks on your heels, and rest your forehead on the floor. Move your arms so they're next to your legs. Palms facing up, inhale and exhale slowly and deeply for at least 8 breaths. 22 is the cat-cow. Begin on your hands and knees in table pose with a neutral spine as you inhale and move into cow pose. Lift your sit bones upward, press your chest forward, and allow your belly to sink. Head, relax your shoulders away from your ears and gaze straight ahead. As you exhale, come into cat pose while surrounding your spine outward, tucking in your tailbone and drawing your pubic bone forward. Number 23 is the staff pose. Sit with your legs together and stretch out in front of you. Place your hands next to your hips on the floor. Flex your feet and extend out through the heels. Engage your thighs and actively press your sitting bones down. Number 24 is the seated forward bend. With your legs stretched in front of you, bring your feet to touch. Number 25 is the seated spinal twist. Start by sitting on the floor with your legs straight out in front of you and your arms behind your back. Place your hands on the floor behind you with your fingers facing away from you. Take your left foot and place it flat on the ground on the outside of your right knee. Inhale and bring your right arm up. Number 26 is the head to knee pose. Begin sitting in staff pose with your legs extended long. Move your hands behind your hips and press your palms flat into your mat. Number 27 is the bridge pose. Lie on your back and bend your knees. Center yourself on your yoga mat. Point your knees up to the sky with the soles of your feet on the ground. Number 28 is the happy baby. Lying on your back, inhale both knees into your chest. Bring the arms through the inside of the knees and hold on the outside edge of your foot. Number 29 is the supine spinal twist. Lying on your back, bring your arms out to the sides with the palms facing down in a T position. Bend the right knee and place the right foot on the left knee. Number 30 is the corpse pose. Separate your legs. Let go of holding your legs straight to your feet. Can fall open to either side. So those are the 30 examples of yoga exercises. And that would be all for the report of Group 3, all about yoga.